How's it going, guys? It's Poetry Set, and welcome back to another episode of the European Universalis 4 Prester John campaign, where we have cut the Ottomans in half. Pretty much crippled them. They're still obviously going to have a big army and stuff for a while longer, but after this, I don't think they'll ever financially recover from this. So, that's good. Vassals are starting to get a little uppity, huh? Didn't even realize they were getting this. It was getting this bad. It's a little worrisome, actually. No joke. That's a little worrisome, but should be fine, right? Because if you do this, that makes that good. You do that, and that one's good. Greece, I would like to annex. That's a little annoying. I think they're just uppity. Yeah, because what's it called? Force their religion, right? So that makes sense. I get it. I think we're gonna be able to get a large capital soon, so that'll work. Yeah. So this was definitely a good situation here, and we fed Wallachia a bit of stuff too, obviously. I think Wallachia is gonna be a good march as well. I don't know though, because they're gonna be good for trade. It might be good to keep them just as a vassal so we can get the trade bonuses. Let's see. Busoga is allied to France, which I really don't like. But then again, we could call in Aragon, and if we call in Aragon, we could probably pretty easily get them Aragon to beat up France, and then we could take this French province finally. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh yeah, Kara. Yeah, the problem is they're allied to Russia, and it's gonna be annoying. You're not a great power though. Could I break your alliance with Russia? No. Sip my coffee. I apologize. Actually, I shouldn't have done that because we're about to make this our capital, I think. From maybe from a logistic or like a mechanical standpoint is not like the strongest move even because it costs points and whatever, but I think it's fine. I think it's a fun thing to do. That's the other thing. And I think I will do it. Okay, we're getting a bunch of CVs on people in Central America. Yeah, I think it's about time for us to go to war with these mofos down here. Finish them off. This will basically finish off our dominion over Eastern Africa, which I am looking forward to. So yeah, if we can. Not really much reason not to co-belligerize France, but it's not. It's just easier not to. Alright, so let's look at this. France and Aragon are going to fight, and I actually like this anyways, because Aragon we might backstab at some point. We'll see. And either way, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good. Okay. There we go. And I mean, this front is basically done with this war, so that's good. Alright, what do we got? We're about to get this achievement, huh? I want to be watching when it happens. We should honestly probably hire a better advisor, honestly. Okay, cool. Mostly just gonna wait now. Alright. money's not doing so hot, but there you go. That helps solve the problem. Corruption is a big part of it. Yeah, okay, that's fair. There we go. We got it. Prester John. Oh, baby. That achievement has been eluding me for so long. I've done so many failed Ethiopia runs. And to get one that finally hit this level of success is really satisfying. That's how it always is, right? Like, the other hard achievements I've done, you know, my other big ones. Let's see. I've done Albania or Iberia. I've done Basilius. I've done Dracula's Revenge. That one's not as hard. I've done Reconquista. I've done Gothic Invasion is one of the ones I'm really proud of. And in all of those, it takes so many attempts. Once you finally get it down and you reach the end where you're this strong, right? You can destroy the Ottomans by yourself. We didn't need Kara's help there. We could have destroyed them on our own, but it made it easier. When you get to that point, it feels so good. You just... ooh, that's annoying. Yeah, it just feels so nice. So, France has made it over here. That's interesting. Interesting. Well, okay, let's bring an army down here because they could cause some problems. Let's see. But yeah, oh, that feels so nice. You know what? I'll call Kara in. Why not? Because they'll help out against the Frenchies here. Oh yeah, this is where France is coming from. I was like, where's France even coming from? Well, they own like a sixth of India, actually. So yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. Just the Mughals is up as well, and of course Baluchistan is allied to them. That's actually okay though. Two birds with one stone, like getting two birds stoned at once. Am I right? Wait, what? So we're definitely gonna make Thrace a state. Oh, it already is a state. Turkish is definitely getting promoted, as we're gonna be conquering all of Turkey in the next war, probably, or a lot of it. So yeah, that's good. Hudavendigar, I'm assuming, is up there, right? Yeah, it's tied for our next highest state. I do think we will move our capital to Constantinople. I think it makes sense. This is definitely a good state to do as well. Like for trade reasons alone, I think it's better. You can push from Aleppo. That way we can, right now, we're kind of pushing in a not so efficient way, but we can get that much better if we move our trade there. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Morocco can join if they want. Oh no, they can't even. Well, yeah, let's see. I mean, so France is going to get wrecked by Aragon in Europe and get wrecked by Kara over here. I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going to do anything. Are you kidding me? Wait. The Ottomans are fighting Ming? Ming Ottoman Imperialist War. What the heck does Ming want to take? I guess Ligor, maybe? I don't know. That's kind of scary, though. Hopefully they don't take stuff over here. That'd be ridiculous, right? They can't do that, right? No, there's no way. And then it's like I look back and there's Ming Balkans. I've seen weirder things. Okay. Legitimacy, that's something we could buy up. And that improves our, what's it called as well? Absolutism. Yeah, definitely a good idea to do that. I do think we'll move our capital to Constantinople, so. We had to be at peace for that. Oh yeah, France, you took a bad battle here. You made the wrong choice for this war, bud. Yeah. Speed 4. No reason to stay at a lower speed. Might as well to save some admin power, might as well keep a spy network here so that we can get a lot of claims before the next war. But yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, France, I can't believe that they're even willing to fight in this war, really. I don't really care about the rest of this stuff, whatever. We can do a different war if we want to conquer, like, our way into India. I think that's fine. I do think it'd be good, or at least not a bad idea, to do, like, a trade company or something here in Gujarat. But don't really care to do that right now. I don't know. Like, even setting up, maybe like releasing Gujarat would be good. That wouldn't be a bad vassal. But I don't really care to do that right now. So instead, yeah, I think we'll just piece them out. Well, let's wait till we get Paris. We can get more money that way. It'll happen soon. So, yep. Yeah. We'll do that. Take this province down here. Yeah, I don't really see much else I would care to take, really. So, really, the only reason I'm fighting them anyways is because they're defending these guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered ever taking that province. Sure, we'll take this. Okay. Let's see. It's expensive, but we'll do it. So let's see. They shared their institution with us. Yeah, we've had our capital in Shewa the whole game, and now we're going to move it to Constantinople. I think it makes more sense. And it moves our trade capital too, I believe, which is what we want to do here. So. Yeah, I don't care about owning this stuff right now, definitely. If I get rid of some of my other vassals, like if I get rid of Greece and... I don't know, that's the thing. Like, I might just get rid of Tumbuka just because they're not, like, necessary to keep down here, and having the what's it called? Like, having the... Oh, God, I can't formulate sentences right now. Having the slot open for a different vassal might be better, right? Because they're not really that strong. But they're out. Oh, gosh darn it, you little wankers. There we go. I think we might start annexing some of our vassals, basically, because I don't think they're, at this point, they're kind of going to start causing us more issues, and we want to get new vassals in new locations that are more beneficial, like Gujarat, for instance. I think that would be a good vassal. So, France. Vive la France. Alright, France is peaceable. We can not humiliate them, but we can take probably a lot of money. What about treaties? Sind? No, I don't really care about Sind. I don't really care about that. I don't really care about any of these. So that's good. Just piece them out for some money and stuff. I could take over Australia. That would actually be good. We'll do that next war with France if there's another one. I think there probably will be, actually. Yep. Full annex you. Don't really care about aggressive expansion at this point. And there we go. And unfortunately I had to fight the rebels for them because they no longer have another different country to go back to. The Russian-Venetian colonial war against Venice, Ayutthaya, Pasai, and Frankfurt. Yes, of course, that makes perfect sense. Russia wants to fight Venice over Indonesian land. And this is why the trade charter thing is busted. And stupid. But they are fixing that in the next patch, I believe. So, I mean, I'll join. Whatever, dude. I'm not going to do anything. You kidding me? But I'll join. Why not? Why the fudge not? I do think we'll integrate Tumbuka and Greece at the same time. If we can afford that. I doubt we actually can, but oh god, look at that. 2 improved relations at once. That's funny. Okay, so let's see here. Moving our capital. Let's look at that. It's controlled by state. Okay, I thought that might be the case. What I want to do actually is before we move it, I want to try to get the cost down, and then of development down, and then there's no way we get them loyal. Yeah, no, it's not happening. Or like super loyal. They're already loyal, but there's no way we get them very loyal, whatever the term is. I don't know what the terminology is actually. Oh baby. Let's do national unrest because our missionaries are fine and we have enough of them. So to convert everything. So why don't we just do this? Let's do that, and then we are going to pump in some points. Way ahead on military. So military it is. It'll also help for this. So that's good. There you go. And honestly, build a building here too. We're already converting it. Okay. We're gonna move our. So then we come in here and you revoke that, and then you wait a month maybe, and then you say, "Oh, we're at war." Gosh darn it! Oh my gosh, forgot about that whole fact, huh? Didn't I? Ethiopia pieced out. Oh, Ethiopia is small. Okay. Truce with Baluchistan is up. Well, there's a Frankfurter army here. That makes perfect sense. Don't really care to fight most of these guys, so let's try and make it quick. Where are my armies? There's one here. There's two here. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this war because I do think Baluchistan will be a good vassal. We probably should just backstab or get rid of Kara. Like, we got one last war out of them. Screw it. Screw you, Kara. I'm going to start eating your land as soon as I can. Actually, could be sooner than I thought because, like, we have. There's no reason we couldn't just attack them now because. What am I trying to say? Or once our truce is up, because we're in a war with Russia, so we might as well, right? I think I'll feed more of their stuff to Oman. I don't know. Let's see. Sorry. Missionary maintenance is high. Once that's gone and the corruption is gone, we'll be making money again. Not too worried about that. Alright. Yeah, I kind of feel like we should feed the rest of Basra to Oman. Like, they already control a good bit. Why don't we just basically just feed them the rest? Except the Persian, the states that are fully Persian, I'll feed to Baluchistan if we ever reach that far, and then Aleppo I think I'll control directly myself because I want to control the Coptic land up here myself for the bonus. Although we don't have to control it, we could just feed an Armenian vassal, and I might do that too, honestly. So, I mean, if that's the case, why do you have a hostile attitude towards me, my dude? Why? You're just a greedy bastard, that's why. Okay. You're a wanker. You are a wanker, Aragon. Well, I mean, if they break their alliance with me, they're just asking for trouble. It's because they have permaclaims on all of Greece, which is related to one of my favorite topics in history, but I'm not going to go into it right now. Regarding the Catalan Company, the Great Catalan Company. Look it up if you want to see like a cool story of badassery from the Middle Ages. The TLDR is that a bunch of Catalan and Aragonese mercenaries went out to the Byzantine Empire, fought under the Byzantine Emperor, were backstabbed by the Byzantine Emperor, and took it out on the Byzantine Empire, raiding the shit out of like Thrace and Thracia, whatever you call it, Thracia, I don't know what the name is. And then eventually, like, basically completely destroying the entire imperial, like, army. And then eventually moving down to Athens and conquering Athens. And so actually, the area, and then eventually they pledged fealty to Aragon. So actually, cool little historical footnote, you know. At one point in time, the Crown of Aragon controlled the Duchy of Athens for about 80 years, actually. That's not something you really think of. Like, you don't think of the fact that an Iberian power, what would become part of Spain, at one point controlled Athens, right? On the other side of the Mediterranean. But yeah, they had, I mean, you know, they basically, so it's kind of weird to think about, right? How basically, you could even say that Spain even had some right to claim Athens. They had some sort of claim to Athens, at least, right? Obviously, it's a little silly, right? But the reason they didn't really have a lot of direct control over it, anyways. I'm pretty sure Aragon didn't, because it's just so far away and stuff. But still, pretty cool in my opinion. And it's not something a lot of people think about, but no, I said I wasn't going to go into it, now I'm just talking about it. But I mean, what else are we doing right now? Besides destroying these bastards. So I mean, that's the thing though, right, is, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? I forgot now. Yeah. So the mercenaries who fought in those wars were called Almogavers, or in Spanish Almogaveres. So Almogaveres in Spanish, and in Catalan Almogavers. And they were basically they have like they're basically, as in my opinion, they're about as badass as Vikings are, right? And so I'm surprised that they're not really as popular, but they're not really known outside of Iberia, right? Or at least in the Anglophone world, I don't think they're very well known, but they're pretty badass. Like they wore only like light armor, not really, and you know, they had some knights, some people on horseback, but they also had most of them on foot. But they were like shock infantry, right? Like most infantry are not really like charging head on into enemies or doing shock attacks like cavalry would. But these were shock infantry who relied on like light, you know, on quick movement to kind of flank enemies and have a tactical position and then charging and stuff, right? And they're pretty badass. Like so, like for example, when they would run into battle, they would shout, they would take flint, right? They would take flint and strike it against their spears or swords or whatever, or shields. They would strike the flint off of their weapons to create sparks. So sparks would fly, and then they would shout, I believe the cry was Desperta Ferro, which means awake iron. They would literally scream awake iron as they're hitting flint against their weapons before charging head on into a full army of enemies. And that, in my opinion, is pretty badass, right? Anyways, that's my Almogavers rant. But it's already a rant. I mean, it's something I really like. But I don't know. I think it's a really cool story, and there's a lot more to it than that. A lot more intrigue and stuff, and a lot more like wholesome moments where basically the men thought they were going to die, like their whole families are with them, because they, you know, mercenaries brought their families along with them lots of the time. And yet they are fighting, like riding into battle. Not just riding, but you know, they're going into battle. Pushasana, I've headed into battle. No, I'm sorry. But you get the idea, right? It's pretty badass. And so I think it's a shame that it's not really well known about. It's not really well known about. At least in the Anglophone world, at least in America. I think it has all the makings of a great story, or like a great sort of set of stories. Like we have stories about Vikings and stuff. Why don't we have stories about freaking Almogavers who you know, destroyed the Byzantine Empire basically after they were backstabbed and had their leader killed? I think there's a lot of room for stories there, and to be fair, to be honest, actually, I've been sort of working in the background on such a story in my own time. So I'm hoping maybe I can write something and make it a little bit more popular than it currently is. I think it deserves to be, or I think it could be at least. Anyways, let's go and wrap up this episode here. So thank you guys for watching. Please go and leave a like and subscribe for more if you enjoyed. Hopefully you don't mind my little historical, again, they're not really rants or diatribes. They're more just like, I don't know, impassioned lectures. No, I'm not an expert. Don't take me as a lecturer. But anyways, thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.